thank you for coming out here today to see what we have available for you to view. I just want to acknowledge that this is being live streamed right now on the Wikwemikong YouTube page. So this will be available for community members. So my name is Linda Trudeau. I'm the general manager here at the Gimaawaadzi Theatre Group, and I've had the pleasure of working with fellow Gimaawaadzi member Ashley Manitois, assisting with curating this event. So I just want to give you a little history on this. That this exhibition has been in the works for several years. We began collaborating with Wikwemikong a while ago. The first event that we had and the opportunity that was available was showcasing the works of our ancestors from Wikwemikong, being Francis Gogagé, Adrian Trudeau, Randy C. Trudeau, Daphne Ojik, and then we also had some prints of current members, James Mishabanishma and Leland Bell. These collections of works are within the holding of Wikwemikong and just had the opportunity to be exhibited together in a collective work. That was also joined by personal collections of the Gogagé family of additional art and letters by family members of memories of Francis Gogagé. That exhibition beautifully coincided with the term of the newly elected leadership. This next exhibition also coincided with your term, and it is the collection of portraitures of Gimaawaadzi of Wikwemikong, as well as some of the documents and lists of leadership that we unveil today, called Gimaawaadzi. We found ourselves looking through time, picturing the community, the geography, and the way our society was. We saw names we don't hear of anymore, heard reference to some names which may be new, such as Bontak, which we can read about today as Chief Pontiac, and know that in today's present family are the Bonde family. We looked through time, we considered values, and the values of each and every one of our leaders possessed, and we thought about the footprints that they have left us. We thought about the challenges and accomplishments they and other members of our community faced. Through the support of family, council members, committee members, as well as administration and community, Wikwemikong advancements have occurred. Ashley and I curated this event, or this exhibition, with help from the Executive Assistant to Council, Chief and Council, fellow Gimaawaadzi staff. But mostly this exhibition is a demonstration of the skills of fellow community member Francine Pelche and the people who accept their destiny to lead our great nation. The third works are currently in discussion are the renditions of historical Anishinaabe leaders such as Mokmanish, Shimnakwit, and more. And at this time, I'd like to acknowledge, these collections of works. We've seen them. We've seen some of the sketches in the past. It's an ongoing project, I guess you can say, and that there's a real blessing and real joy, and it was really heartwarming to do this exhibition, and I'm really grateful that we've had this relationship with Wikwemikong administration so that we can have this opportunity to showcase these works and these history together in one place. At this time, I'd like to put back on my general manager hat, my host hat, and I'd like to take the time to welcome Francine Pelche, fellow Wikwemikong Anishinaabe. Is there anything you want to say?
Just keep it short and sweet. Just wanted to thank everybody for coming out and seeing the work in the exhibition. It's a real honor to have the opportunity to depict our friends and relatives and our leaders in this way. I learned a lot about my own community through this project, and look forward to future opportunities to draw our leadership. So thank you. Thank you for coming out.
And we have a
next.
So part of this exhibition required reviewing history and getting an understanding of some of our past. So we worked closely with Stephen George to help assist us with, some of the, I guess some of the stories that he has, but even some of the names that we don't see anymore in our community, and just getting some reference to some of that rich Nishnabemwin and that rich visioning of our language. So at this time, I'd like to welcome Stephen George.
Am I supposed to say something?
In a foreign language?
Yeah, I have to speak in a foreign language, English.
Yeah.
Gimaawaadzi, she came to see me about October, or June, or November?
September.
Oh, September. Asking me about the past chiefs, and most of them I knew off by memory. And you mentioned Shimnankot, you didn't mention Andanis, and Johnny Wake and Joseph Wabagishik and Zawnimki from around 1900. But she showed me the list of all the chiefs, and the very first name on that top of that list really caught my attention because to me it was so humorous and because the name was so unusual. And the name at the very top of her chief's list was, I don't know if he was an official chief, but he was listed as a chief. And his name was Niskagabwe. Those who understand and knows what it means. Niskagabwe, translated roughly into English, is somebody who stands around and gets in the way. So I don't know if he was the first leader of Wikwempung, but that name really caught my attention. And there is a few descendants of Niskagabwe, and they used to follow after Niskagabwe was, I guess, his son, Aminikago. Now, the name's been shortened to Amanika, and I wouldn't be surprised if our current Gima is the descendant of Niskagabwe himself.
Come stand in the way.
So, going through all those names, and as a person who's really into the genealogy of our community, it really caught my attention, that Niskagabwe name, and I'm going to eventually track down Niskagabwe's descendants and find out who they are today. And who knows, you could be one of them. I don't know. I haven't got down that far in that genealogy. And I was really surprised when Linda came looking for me to search out this information. And my work with genealogy is, I guess, helped in this search for our Gimak and all the. And on top of that, I have some old photographs, which are from the 1920s and 30s, and I'm still looking for people who might actually recognize those men in there, because it says Chief and Council of Wikwempung 1935, Chief and Council of Wikwempung 1928. And I would like to be able to put names to those faces, but right now they're just faces, and I'm still interested in collecting more. I'd like to, like I say, I have a picture of Shimnankut himself. I have pictures of Andanis. I have pictures of Johnny Wakagishik, Ronnie Wakagishik, but some of the older chiefs I would like to get photographs of if there's any kicking around, like Zawnimki, Andanis, Joseph Wabagishik, and those other men who led the community back in the day. It'd be really nice to have a display of everyone, in my mind anyway, and track down their descendants. And so that was my little minor role in this endeavor. And so Shimiwesh for being able to help out, and Shimiwesh for this opportunity.
We have a gift here for you, Stephen.
Oh.
Yeah. For coming out of your your office and sharing with us. I was telling him, oh my gosh, this is so rich. His like just all these documents, pages reference to other book in another page, another area, and I was saying I would never come out of my room if I, if I was putting all of this together. So thank you for.
I have several different books which I reference.
Yes.
I'm always going through them over and over again.
Yes. So again, too, just demonstrating that rich, that valued and rich resource that history has for our community, and that we need more historians like Stephen in our community.
Yes.
So next on our agenda, I want to welcome, or maybe what we can do is welcome our current Gima. No. Gima
Ani Kanagawa, Skona Digital my Gandoran. So honored and happy to be here this evening, and I welcome everybody in attendance. I also like to welcome, we have some other dignitaries here. We have some guests, Michael Tivolo and Michael Manta. So we want to make sure both Michaels were here today for this. We had this planning, it was in discussions, made aware of it before the holidays. And one of the things what we were speaking about in the office is looking at inviting Michael down to speak about certain things, some of the issues that we're going through in our community. And Michael was a little bit, with his schedule timing didn't fit right, so we said let's postpone this and wait into the new year. So I'd like them to be a part of this unveiling of all of our Gimawk. And when I was speaking with Linda and Marilyn about all the work that they were going to be doing for this unveiling, it really hit home for myself too. And I went to the Jamboree and I went to go sit with Stephen. So I was wondering if he was going to bring that up. So I did mention to him, I said, yeah, I've been looking at my history there, the lineage, and when I first got on leadership about 10 years ago, speaking with one of our Gimawk who's here, Gimaawaadzi Pelche, being very vocal at the table, and I was letting them know that people are saying, you're talking too much, you're moving too much stuff really fast. And then I talked to Gimaawaadzi Pelche, one of my mentor there, and I said, am I talking too much? He goes, no, you have that in your blood. Your family have been Gimaawaadzi before, and I had no idea. So it got me to that point to look at our history and seeing what the Bajabajig is doing along with the board and all their staff, bringing all this out shows how rich our community is and how far back it goes, and unveiling something like this to inform of us of all of our families who are on this board. We're all related to all these names here. And one of the things I'm so proud about is having our former Gimaawaadzi here. I have my Auntie Dorothy here, Henry Pelcheba, one of our chiefs. So I'm grateful to see her come here. Arthur Eugene Mantawabi, Gladys, Gimaawaadzi Pelche, Gimaawaadzi Corbier, Robert, having Rosemary Wakagijik's here also for Gimaawaadzi Wakagijik also. And, just having all of yous here, your families here, our community members here, just shows how rich and support our community is and how strong we are moving forward. And when we get together like this, and I welcome everybody who's viewing this live, this is something that's very important. And then I heard Gimaawaadzi Pelche years ago too, looking at how to bring all of this history back, and looking at, we should have our own cultural facility to showcase all of this. And I'm so grateful the Bajabajig is taking this step, this initiative to start this process. Eventually have all of our Gimaawaadzi that are unveiled here today, but going back even further. I do have a picture of My great-great-grandfather, Gons, I have a picture of him, and he was chief back in 1844, I believe. And then my other great-grandfather, Chief Omanikabago, too. So I have those pictures of those. So it's, unveiling pictures of portraits of them moving forward and all the former ones. And I really appreciate and understand Stephen's work, all the knowledge he has. And, we have to ensure we keep all of this history moving forward. And, we have to find a way to keep on recording this, because once we are slowly losing our knowledge keepers, our Anishinaabe, but we have to continue to keep archiving history, because once that's gone, then it's gone. So we have to ensure we continue to move forward to continue this history and put it into our school systems for our children to start understanding where we all come from. Because again, we are going way back here. And I'm just so grateful to be standing here, and for Francine for doing the portraits. Amazing work. I'm so happy she's here, along with her grandmother. And I just feel so heartwarmed right now, and happy to all gather here this evening. And I welcome. We have our government officials here too to actually witness this. And I felt what I said. We should wait till they are here to actually be present and witness unveiling like this with our community. Our community history goes way, way back, and I know, again, speaking with the Gimaawaadzi, he's always told me to read, learn history, and that's something I've never, ever forgot. And this is where we start to learn all of this stuff, and we got to continue to move in that direction. And I'm grateful for our our Ninoquail here, our council, and their families. And I just want to say thank you to the Debojabijik and their staff for all the great work they have done thus far. And I know it's just the beginning, and taking that initiative to move forward in this direction on how we're going to continue to welcome our rich history and our culture that we have in Wikwemkong. So with that, I just want to say Chimigwech, and I'm so grateful we have all of our members here, our former Gimaws, their families. And yeah, it's great. I'm so grateful to be a part of this evening, and I can't say any much more, but I would like to welcome any of our Gimaws here, if they would like to come up and say a few words also.
You want to start with
Chimigwech.
Ronnie Wakagishik's family, Rosemary?
Rosemary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think my father-in-law was John Wakagishik, and he was he'd be up all night, anytime to get a call, he'd take off to help people, which was really nice. And he was always present. And then Ronnie came along, the same thing with him. We lost Ronnie to politics for a long time. And so basically, they were quite, I don't want to brag, but they did accomplish some good things. Miigwech.
Henry Pelche's family? Does somebody want to come up? Yeah. Okay, here's a gift for them. Yeah.
Well, when my husband was still alive, when we first started coming here to the reserve, and Henry was the chief then, so I know he used to go to the office all the time. He was there at the office, and I think he was a fair man, to the community, and he was approachable. Like, you wouldn't be scared to go to the chief's office to go and ask him for something. And he was always going out, like, to the islands, and he chose the snake skin, that he had got, and he would be out hunting. He was very outdoors, but he was also a good chief, I think.
We have somebody from Al's family? Okay. Eugene, you're welcome to come up. Did you want to share any words, Eugene?
What?
Did you want to share any words? Any memories?
Gimaawaadzi, s'il vous plaît. Tuni, nenda huwat manduni koskadagi. Minogena, wikdet no winno wudin. Kcheskona gadumanda enjavai. Kvatin me, pinjeskona gadumino wazagdeskona. Eskamo vai ken masi ke ape bevanse. Osko ingana ke ni budinde da. Mandas ke de nöde na. Me veni no oncho bitwandamo. Bitwandamo ni within a way sing on the nöde na. Ode Andrew nan kundesa. Mr. Van Botchen of now, Richard Lamont and Quesco. Gigwage Max here, Eskening Technique, and up course. Kids are stock, no one easy, and that they were that cock, no. Eskam Swama and Lenny. Eskam Commander, then a non dana car, no. Mr. City is it again upon it. Ni just cabin. Anu gana kita kita school na mung, tanjik kino mada. Anan kita kita enda daing kino mada. Kada sih ino mandak eskini kita kini ek binas sejak. Ay dansi na bunwe. Misa ni ay u dansi na bunwe an ken maga. Mr. Stein ke sih jangan keban. After she go. Getchen endam gosendani. Enigi besanu. Abjungi nois. Mi kuna genien zeng utetra. Doan nois. Mi wesses neketni. Igi noni, igi besaik nangoni. We gone to England. We know India. Now when you okay, easy go, but then okay, easy. Me want to run a key to Geni. I get niche can Robert give a knees up as a mego. Right, you were there. Saganashi, and were the young guns back with me. Nibinus way wo ni. Nibinus way wo give it the wop cosby. Nibina go zen, cut and give them no. No, Nanya, Gege Mark up the Singik. She went through Nango and on Namago. On the house of Linda. He up the Singer. Transformed even the man with me. From Yangi Para to the Magi milk. Me also went to sing a Wungi Amdana. Was more than the Mandani. Ching the moon up gives cover to the Kaku. Aprovoni, Mammy Quendan. Eskam Gavo, Eskini Dick, Miss Sandana. Eskimastam look at the Sone Upway. The island of each can on a confidence. And so that we could come at Kamikiso. He could have one and the quitting is not in. Me, I insist to see now. Gay not all now any Jitamo on the Nishnave. It is really injection and money. He was again, then he gave this wood.
Manda.
Oh,
There's a gift for you.
top point.
From Gladys. Gladys. You're welcome to share some. Okay. Thank you. Miguel. Ojo, can we do my call? Miguel, can you get it Monday? Some mountain. We not sure to listen good the batch magic. Robert, we cannot speak out. Can I get Mike? We can mind again. We aren't getting marrying when they get in my winner. When the Sinagas pocketed Mother Eugene, have to go there where? When the snap and win. Es come go to the notch to now.
Kashkitona na we on Kenan Maging. Oh, they in Sigishka Qui the Tanamanda. We don't more. We get that more. Me wege skip me at your etten wege skip doing but ni we not Maging. We on Kenan Maging when they get in where we not. Me was getting the Nagachi about quite longer of Joan give noise. Me was connected in them Gabashai and Gunaksik. Thank you.
Robert Corbier.
See that sign up there? That's what I ordered. I knew every child matters to all of us here. And I'd like to say Wikwamakan over the years had a few ups and downs. But when the downs hit Wikwamakan, who rises? All the people of Wikwamakan. No matter what it is. We are a very, very strong community in all areas. And I curled all day today and my legs are giving out on me. I'd like to thank all of you for coming here today and giving recognition to all the past leaders, the present leaders. You know, up to Nice,
We have a representative from Hazel's family. Right? Yeah.
Well, on behalf of my dear little sister, one of my dear little sisters, Hazel, she made it home from Sudbury, from her second home, but something came up all of a sudden this evening, so she couldn't be out here with us. But she sends her regrets. She conveys her happiness for this coming to the Bajmajig, and she's hoping that maybe she can be here tomorrow if she's allowed to join the meeting. She'd like to come and listen to what the minister has to share with us and what we need to share with him. But it's been great. Like, it's such an honor. Like, there's been trials, tribulations, the way Robert spoke and Eugene. Like, years and years and years of who we are as a community, as a nation. Like, we're going to be here forever. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Give my Duke.
All right.
The best for last. Sabi na. Miigwetchu namge ino nigan wasa gana geni dishna kas. Apajage igo gashabiga dek zinegening gatek wada dopuining nigan nabing jabiga dek I makwen distish dishna kas yage idashke pi Gimaawaadzi ya I nadamagi ama piwi kwen kong apajagi I mami kwen dama kena be madzajik mopi kena we nadamagi wena dogiga da me mena I wetu mopi yaba meno dama man ne shnabe mo we kwen kong kena mo goje be baya I wetu mopi no dama anyway in the Cosmo. So I'm very proud myself to support your exhibit here. And I do want to thank Gimaawaadzi and Gimaawaadzi for his thoughts and his own recollections of some of our conversations, even though they might have been small tidbits, but they're so important. And I think that's where a number of years ago where we asked, had a conversation in the political office about commissioning portraits of our chiefs, to have them available for our people to see in our community council chambers. But more importantly, it's also used as a court. Our people that are going into court, they're being addressed by not even any of our own people. They're not Anishinaabe. It's a different set of laws that they're being punished for, or having to answer to, be responsible for. And they have to look at a non-Anishinaabe judge. Many times it's different lawyers, and that's who they were pledging and promising not to behave in the way that they have been. And I thought that wouldn't it be something that they could see our own leaders of our own community and answer to them as representatives of our community. And I think that's part of the approach that the council supported, was ensuring that not only our language survived, but our culture was brought back into the forefront. And these are things that have been started, as Gimaawaadzi Eugene had said, when the powwow was supported to return back to the community. That didn't come without any struggles. There's a lot of people that were against it. But someone has to take a step, and the council and the leaders in 1960, 61 who brought the powwow, they took that leap of faith because they understood the importance of knowing who we are. You know, Robert Cordier talked about every child matters. These are some of the things that our leadership have always looked at, is what's best for the community, what's best for the future generations. How are our people going to survive? And really, I'll share one thing. The biggest thing that our people can survive is knowing who they are and being proud of who they are, being proud of where they're from. So I urge any future leaders, Gimaawaadzi and Council, continue on that approach. Because the little ones like this, they're the ones that are going to be benefiting. It might not change next year, but if you keep on that path, it will become a better world and a better place. Miigwech.
Rachel's family? Do you want to come up, Wilson?
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything?
What's that?
Do you want to say anything?
I'll make sure she gets it.
But we do have gift for you. Okay. Here's. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I have Margaret's in the office there? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay,
Okay, because she did ask me to say a few words.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. I'll turn it around. So, as if this is for Margaret.
For who?
Margaret. Peggy? This is your, well, no, this is yours, but
Oh.
I'll get hers and you can say hers too.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Give it to you, Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll grab it. Go grab it.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So while we're doing that, why don't we unveil Tim's portrait here?
Um, Yeah, okay. We're gonna go
Why not? Time to see.
So just to share with you that Francine is amazing. This was just, we asked her to do this very quickly, just to turn around. And here it is. So I think it was after middle of October, I think, sometime. The picture, she had to use a picture. So we got the picture of when the wine was ready. And then that's when Tim's photo was taken and Francine was able to create the portraiture from that time. Oh, thank you. So. Don't knock it over. So we have Margaret here.
Well, we got a picture of Barbara and Marissa, maybe?
Yeah. We're-
Yeah, we'll just get a picture first.
You should have said Peggy instead of. Well, Lorraine was here. She could probably take it for. Or she can give it to Bernie. Okay.
Next to Mama, but I gotta do that again.
If you do like you had, and you close your small, you kept all the cameras.
Yeah, and just so you know, this will be going up and joining the rest of the collection as well. So this was just an unveiling here today. So we have, yeah. Elaine, here to accept a gift on her daughter-in-law's behalf. Okay. And Gimaawaadzi has some words from Margaret to share.
Do you want to speak? She sent me some words. Do you want to say
Oh, no, you go ahead
Yeah?
and speak.
Okay.
All I wanted to say is, Peggy, my daughter-in-law. And I just wanted to say that, Gimaawaadzi. She's definitely one of those, eh? She was the first female woman in Wiki.
Yeah, so Chimigwech for that. And yeah, my Auntie Peggy, she sends her regrets that she couldn't be here today, but I'm so grateful her family's here to accept the wonderful gift that was presented to her and to be a part of one of our Gimaawaadzi here. So she did send me some wording. She just said that if I could share this on her behalf, which I was more than honored to, as you know, she is my auntie, and I've learned so much from her, as her being a former Gimaa, and all of our Gimaas here present too. Like, we've all learned from each other moving forward. So some of the words she did want to share for this evening was that she was the first Gimaawaadzi, the youngest Gimaa, in 1997 and 1998. Her husband Bernie and son Ashley supported her decision to work on behalf of the community. Leadership stories filled our family home growing up in our wiki suburb of Murray Hill, where she was born. This family and community history came from Nokomis Leona as her dad. Oh, sorry, I should have brought my reading glasses. Her great-grandfather, Joe Mendawabi, a prior Gimaw from the Odawa Nation for many years. Her leadership highlights were filled with lived experience and accomplishments and challenges. A proud moment was walking with Daphne Ojik, one of her community mentors, officially opening our Wasiabin High School. Another accomplishment was authoring the Youth Center funding proposal and later winning the name contest for the Youth Center of Wasiabin Center, tying our culture, always looking ahead for the future generations. Another main start during her time was initiating the 41 Islands claim, which our Gimaaw Pelche, a strong advocate, and continues to do this work for our community, and which continues, again, to be good work to today. There are many other opportunities where they advanced developments, and all with the support of council members and program managers and community members who continue to do the need work to advocate services for the wellness of our community. And she says, Chimigwech, thank you very much. So those were some words she wanted me to share on her behalf for this evening. And again, my Auntie Peggy was one of my mentors, always speaking with her to today. And our Gimaaw is here also, reaching out to them, always getting some insight. And as Gimaaw Pelche said, one little word that they share with you, I really keep it embedded in me to use forward to support myself and working with our Ninook Ninoquail moving forward. So, I remember one of the things with Gimaaw Pelche, it always stuck with me too. When we do celebrations such as this and all our ancestors that are listed up here, doing something like this today, it was always said that we got to show all the accomplishments, all the appreciation and recognition when we are still here. Don't wait till they are gone. And by having our Gimaaw here and the families really shows what we are doing to support and address and show how appreciative we are with all of our Gimaaw Quail, and our families. And doing something like this is something we've got to continue to do, not only for the leadership, but for all of our members who are excelling educational-wise in the arts, in the sports, everything, our youth too. So, this is a step that learning from that we got to continue to move in that direction, is ensuring that we support all the accomplishments from everybody within our First Nation community. So I just want to say Chimigwech again.
So we will welcome the opportunity for closing remarks from our esteemed guests, from our Member of Parliament, Mike Mantha, if there's anything you would like to say.
Well,
Come over on this side.
I gotta come up there?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
We know you're not shy. We know you're not shy. First what I wanted to say is that it's important that you see, you feel, you read your history, but now the community can actually come here and touch it.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge, that is something that will really connect the community to who they are as an individual. And the path that you have been, that has been laid down for you is a big one. I've only been present in the community for the last 13 years. And I have to say thank you, Miigwech, for, I think Chief Pelche gave me the best advice. And that is to, when you come to community, listen. And not just with your ears. Listening means by being present. Listening means by laughing with people. Listening means by learning. And listening means not talking so much. So I'll leave it at that, but it's an amazing building. I love coming here. I always say it's changing. And it's changing in a way that it's a growing organism. Something new is here. Something is growing. And actually, the last time I was here, someone gave me a beautiful plant that I still have in the middle of my living room. And it's growing, and it reminds me of this place. So again, touching your history is going to be something that's immense to the children and as you grow in this community. So, miigwech.
Minister Tabolo?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is a real pleasure for me to be here. My name is Michael Tabolo. I'm the Minister for Mental Health and Addictions for the province. I've been coming to Wiki in this area, I guess now, about 5-6 years. You know, the name, I've got to go back and check in the dictionary, because the definition, when I heard about the man standing around doing nothing, it's kind of like, I thought, it's not a definition of a politician. We do try to get things done, right? But I have to say that the first time I came to Manitoulin, aside from growing up and fishing up here, the first time I came up here I was the Solicitor General for the province. And I spent a lot of time with the different communities trying to understand the needs. From there, I became the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport, and I met a lot of people from here and started really to appreciate the value of culture and heritage. And my roots are Italian. I was born in Toronto, but my roots are Italian. And one of the things I started noticing, we were losing our language. We were losing, our kids didn't really understand what it meant to be of Italian origin. And when I started learning more about Indigenous communities, I started realizing that the language was the key part and it needed to be preserved. The culture and the heritage, the traditions, the different things that are done each day in ceremony, these are extremely important. So being here tonight is really important for me, because what it's doing, it's demonstrating that language, the culture and the heritage, it's deeply rooted in the community, and you're now building a place where you can honor it. And what I always say is that, you know, we have to honor our ancestors. We have to celebrate the people that are doing the things today, like what you have done here and the other Ojibwas have done as well. But the most important thing is that we're doing it for a reason, and the reason is the future, that generation. So on behalf of the province, on behalf of myself, who really understands and appreciates the importance of culture, tradition, and preserving those, not just for the sake of preserving them, but what it does to help with mental health, what it does to help to build resiliency. That education and resiliency is the key to healthy societies, and this is a demonstration of how you can make it work. So thank you for doing it. God bless you all for keeping those traditions alive. And I know it is a beginning, but it's a beginning towards true reconciliation. So thank you.
So with that, we welcome you to take a look, and that'll be the end of our talking. Miigwech.